straight. Hi Sandra, hi Lisa. I forgot I needed this to iron this really fast. I'm gonna make sure this is straight. Okay. My blade to cut the fabric is a little dull. So this first one that I did, it like literally barely even did it. So I'm gonna show you the process on how to do it. My baby's doing really good. He feels so much better. He was like a little cranky this morning and he was still warm. But then I had to go into the city to go and get my deposit back from those fuckers. From those rude ass customer service ass people. I went to go get my deposit that they said that they weren't gonna give me. Jerks. And it was pouring so bad, you guys. My son, the boys went with me. Junior, Nathaniel, and Zeke, because my son was driving for me. Sitting in the back with the baby, right? And it was pouring. Hey, Crystal, hi. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm making some roses, bandana roses. I want to finish making the ones that I have. I know some of you guys in the past wanted to buy some. And since right now I'm currently can't really do makeup right now because it's hard with the baby. So I figured, why not do this for now? Tomorrow I would like to be able to see if I can do makeup. But if not, then I'll do this at night, you know, because makeup takes a long time, especially if I'm doing like a long process look. So I am finishing my bandana roses. I'm gonna make all of them small like this. I was showing you guys last time and a lot of you guys said that you think you preferred the little ones like this than compared to, let me see, compared to the big ones that I made. The only reason why these look bigger is because they're fuller. See? They look bigger because they're fuller. But a lot of you guys said, and I agree with you, I actually also think they look cuter, smaller. I don't know if you guys can see. I did get my money back. Fuck them. They lied. I got my $500 back. Screw them. They were so rude. Especially for being like so family orientated, they said. I can't tell. And it wasn't like a small little dealership. It was a Cadillac dealership. So that was mind-blowing that they acted that way. And then it seems like the general manager was pissed off too that we didn't want to go through with the deal anymore. Why would anybody want to go through the deal after being treated like shit? Like, I basically did your salesman's freaking job. That is so insane to me. Like, and clearly, you guys, they're not making any sales or anything. Like, they don't even have workers. Do you want to know how many salespeople they have in there? Actually, one. One is one salesperson, and then the person that inspects the vehicle, if you're doing a trade-in or offers go through him. He deals with the financial stuff. That's all there is. 2 people, and then their boss, their GM, and then the rest of the people that work there are like the service people that work in the back for parts and for service. So there's really, and guess what? When we pulled up in there, the vehicle that I was going to purchase is still there. So they lost out big time, man. Okay, so let me show you guys what I'm doing, okay? So if you guys want to make bandana roses, what you're going to need is, of course, a full-size bandana. Depending on where you buy your bandana, is how thick the material is going to be. So if you buy your bandana like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, the bandana is going to be super, super thin, which you might have to add extra petals so it could look fuller. Because if not, then since it's so thin, it'll look kind of too small. So you'll need a bandana, whatever colors you want, and then you're going to need some of these sticks. Okay, you don't have to get these ones. They actually sell some that are already green, or if you don't care if they're green or not, then, you know, you don't have to do the next part. I like it because I like it for it to look green, like a freaking stem, right? Which then you're going to need this. This is what you're going to use to wrap around your stick. Or if you don't actually want to do this part, you could get green paint and paint your sticks. I just like to do it with this because I think it just makes it look more like, since you're using fabric here, I don't know, I just think it looks better. How can they think that you are just going to walk away and let them keep your $500, right? The contract, I got to read it to you guys too, because the contract had nothing to do with what the hell they had to sign. But what really upset me was that this is why I didn't want to go in there and fight with them anymore, because I felt like they were just like, I was just a fucking clown to them in all reality. Because when we first went in there, keep in mind, yeah, me and Michael were going in there together to purchase a vehicle, but it's my vehicle. My Cadillac, my vehicle that I drive every day, that's my car. It's my car. I pay the car payment. I've been paying it since day one. It's my vehicle. He has his truck. This is mine. We have a relationship where his stuff is his stuff, my stuff is my stuff. But at the end of the day, when it comes to bills or whatever it is, we're a team, half and half, right? He doesn't support me. He doesn't buy me my stuff, and I rely on him. No, I've always felt more comfortable doing 50-50, because look, even though we've been together for 14 years, if one day we don't work out, whether we break up in good terms or bad terms, guess what? I can still take care of myself. And I don't have to worry that I'm going to walk away without a car and without a house, without any money, without anything. No, girl, I am not going to. No, I'm sorry, but no. But what pissed me off is that the minute we walked into that dealership, all of a sudden they were just addressing him. Like, what the fuck? You guys are only going to address him. Why? Like, all of a sudden, the whole situation became where they were only addressing him, only talking to him. They wanted our source of income. They wanted to get, they wanted proof of our income and all of that. And I'm like, okay, our taxes and all that. And I was fine with all that. So then the guy's like, here's my email, my card for my email address, so that way you could email me over your check stubs for my work. And then they wanted to see bank statements for my business. They wanted to see any kind of whatever source of income that I get, like social media, any of that, right? Everything that I got. So I was like, okay. So then they started asking us how much we make each, right? So once we both tell them what we make or whatever, that's when they ask, you know, he tells me, well, can you send me your proof of income here? And they told him the same thing. And then a few minutes later, the guy comes back and he's like, well, we're not going to need any of your proof of anything, he said. We're not going to need anything. You don't worry about check stubs or bank statements or even your taxes, because I mean, at the end of the day, our taxes, mine and Michael's taxes are together because we're legally married, right? But then I was like, what? Like, why would you not? That was weird to me. So then later on, you guys, like later on through this whole process, I started realizing that they were making this vehicle to him, like if he was the one purchasing it. So I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So at the end of that day, like I just already had a bad feeling. But besides that, that was day 2. The first day that I went in there, like I said, we got there, we were outside looking at vehicles. Nobody came to address us. Nobody came to ask us if we needed help, which I thought that was very strange, because everybody knows that when you go to a car dealership, you don't even want to drive in there, because like this, they attack you. They right away come to your car and start asking you questions, as if you get out of your car, they attack you. No, over here, it was like tumbleweeds were flying through. Like nobody came. So Jada needed the bathroom. So I was like, let's go inside, right? Plus, maybe I'll find someone in there that can help us. I had to go and look for a salesperson. That's fucking weird. Weird. Oh, glue sticks. So wait, hold on, you guys, before I get all distracted. So for the bandana rose, you're going to need bandana, these little sticks that you could get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. It's going to be in the floral department, as well as the tape that's going to go around this. If you don't want to use these sticks, you could use the kebab sticks that they sell like in the grocery store or at Walmart in the kitchen area. But I like these ones because when you take this off, it has like a little sticky thing on the end, so it makes it easier to wrap this around it and then just hot glue gun the rest. And then you're gonna need leaves. Where are my leaves? I don't know. And then you're gonna need some leaves. So I got some leaves right here. I ordered mine on Amazon and it comes with the grip of them. So you're gonna need leaves. Of course, if these are extras, if you don't want to add leaves, you don't have to. I just think it looks more realistic, especially if you're gonna sell roses individually, then you want this. You want the leaves. But if you're not planning on selling them individually and you're going to be doing like ramos buchones, which a ramo buchon is basically going to be a bunch of roses, then you don't need the actual leaves, because they're going to be all bunched up, you know, like for example, you're going to bunch them all like this. So see how it's going to hide them either way. So it's kind of like pointless, I guess, to add the leaves. So that's really optional on what you want to do. What else do you need? Glue stick, leaves, and that's it. Oh, and then get yourself a cardboard box, like a piece of cardboard. So once you decide how big you're going to make your roses, then you're going to create a stencil, because it just makes it easier to do that. So this is my stencil. What I did was I get a full-size bandana like this to make it easier, because you are going to cut strips like this, long strips like this. For me, it's easier just to fold it in half like this. Making it easier, you guys, it's better. Make it easy for yourself. Don't sit there with your stencil cutting it all the way straight down. Just fold it in half, right? Like this. And then with your stencil, you're going to go downward like this, right? And then it's basically, once you cut it, you're going to have just this length and you get this, right? Look. So I folded it in half. I used my stencil I cut the stencil with it, right? Halfway down. And then when you pull it out, open it, boom, full size. Full size. Okay? Once you do that, you're going to get all your strips like what I'm doing right now. This is really important. If you don't do this, your roses are not going to look all pressed. And your edges on the top, see how straight they are right here? Like how flat they look. If you don't press the bandana, you don't iron it, then it's not going to look very flat. So you want to make sure to press it. Is this not all the way high? No. This isn't my new iron. I don't know where my new one is, to be honest. So just iron them. I iron them because, like I said, it just makes it look prettier. I prayed for your Hito last night. I was so worried about him. Thank you. Yes, he was super hot. Even this morning, he was still really hot. So then once you cut your strips like this, then you're going to fold them a la mitad. Long ways, fold it like this, halfways. Fold it. And then iron it. You don't have to spray it. Like, you know how they have that spray to crease it up really, really good? You don't have to do that because it stays really good. Just iron it like this. The bandana stays in place. I love how the blue one looks. I don't think I actually have a blue bandana. Oh, I do. Rose to show you guys. They look so pretty. I think the blue is my favorite. Except mine's a little smashed because I've had it in a box. So it got smashed up. Let me try to fix it. There we go. I love the blue bandana. Rose. I think it looks so pretty. Hi, Leticia. Melissa, he's doing so much better. He's actually asleep on the swing. He's probably going to get up in a little bit because it's already 12. So whenever you cut your whole bandana, you're going to end up with two of these, which is the end and the beginning. One side is going to have a print, and then the other side is going to be plain. This one is very tricky when you make your petals, so you got to really pay attention when you do these two last ones. Because you want to make sure that you're always making your petals facing the pattern, because if not, it's going to look all weird if you do it without it facing. I learned that the first rose that I made, that's how I learned. Oh, and then one of my supporters, I don't even remember who it was, but one of my amazing supporters mailed me a set of these. They're like little rubber fingers. Somebody said they called condom fingers. I don't know, something to do with condoms. I don't remember. But she gifted me a set of these, and she says she found them at dollar store, Family Dollar, something like that. But they're silicone little fingers, and basically these help you when you're doing the hot glue and you have to press it together. These will help you so you don't burn your fingers, because you know the glue gun is super hot. And then glue sticks. Glue sticks are very important, but make sure that you get the extra long ones, because I won't stay yet. You use a lot of glue. Thank you, Melissa, for the stars. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so that's all of them. Is it? Yeah. By the time you're done cutting your whole bandana, you'll have one piece left like this. I would save it just in case you need it for something later on. Maybe even to make a bow or something with this if you make like a little ramo. But if not, then you don't need it. You could throw it away. So once I iron all of them like this, then I press them all again one more time. But anyways, yeah, so the first day, like I said, nobody came out to even like address us or ask us if we needed any help. And then when I went in there and the guy was there, I was like, oh, hi, like were interested in a vehicle because I had already found that vehicle on Carfax. So keep in mind, let's not get confused because I was confused the first day. CarMax is a dealership. They sell cars. Carfax is basically a website where you can actually find vehicles that are being sold around surrounding areas and like you could just go put in their Cadillac Escalade. And then it will ask you how many miles from how far distance you want them to look for them. You push search and then boom, a bunch of them pop up in different dealerships and they'll tell you everything you need to know about the vehicle they're selling. It's going to tell you how much it is. It's going to tell you how many owners it's had. It's going to tell you if it's been in a wreck. It's going to tell you if, what else? If it's had any recalls. It's going to tell you how many owners it's had. And the most important thing, it's going to tell you if they've dropped the price on it and how often they dropped the price on the vehicle. So whenever the guy went outside and we were looking at the vehicle, because at this specific Cadillac dealership, there was 2 vehicles I was interested in. So we were looking at the first one and nothing, you guys. He, like, literally, I was like this in the window looking in the inside and he's just standing outside looking at us. Like, what the fudge? Unlock the door, bro. Open the door. Like, show us what it is. Show us why we should buy this car. Convince me. You never know. I might be a little, for all you know, I already went to other dealerships and there might be another vehicle I'm interested in. Your job is to convince me and show me how amazing your car is and why I should buy a car from you guys, but nothing. He literally was just standing there and I'm over there looking in through the thing and I'm like, can you open the vehicle? And he's like, oh, go ahead. Open the vehicle. I start looking at it and nothing. I didn't get nothing out of him. The first day we left, I told Michael, this guy don't want to sell a car. You could just tell he didn't want to sell a car. So, at this point, and then I told, the guy, I said, how much is this vehicle? And he's like, it's, a little bit over $61,000. And I'm like, well, I said, the website, online, it's actually a little bit cheaper, not a big difference, but a little bit cheaper. I think it was like $2 or $3 grand cheaper. And then he's like, where did you see that? And I said, CarMax. And then he's like, oh, no. He said, I'm sorry, but we don't do price matches from CarMax. But I got confused. It was really Carfax, right? And then Michael was like, well, I found it on another website, on your guys' website, the actual Cadillac website. He said, we found it on your guys' website and for a cheaper price than what you're saying right now. And he's like, okay, well, then we do have to honor that. But isn't that your job as a salesperson to know that the price dropped on the vehicle that is on your lot? That's your job. Like, why are we having to tell you these things? So the guy was like, well, what are you guys trying to do with monthly payments? Like, are you guys trying, do you have a specific amount that you're trying to stay in? And I'm like, well, I definitely don't want my car payment to be more than $1,000, right? I'm like, I'm trying to stay a little close to what my car payment is right now. Or even if I go a little bit over, I'm okay with that. Like, my car payment's $600 a month, you guys. It sucks, but I don't mind it because you pay off your car faster. So then he tells us, well, I don't know if we'll be able to get this specific vehicle to that range, he says, but we do have other vehicles over there that might fall in that same price range if you want to look at it. No, I don't want to look at it. Why would I want to look at it if specifically this is what we're trying to get? I kind of feel like he thought that we were just window shopping at the beginning and that we weren't interested. Oh, my freaking neck. Yeah. Sorry, Jaden had to get a water. Oh, my freaking neck hurts so bad, man. Now you have to cut the strips, and you're gonna use the same stencil. So I'm going to use, well, you don't even need the iron anymore after this. So let me unplug this. The baby's doing good, you guys. He's asleep. He'll wake up in a little bit, but he was cranky. But I don't know. Earlier I was trying to breastfeed him instead of pumping and giving it to him in a bottle, and he was just not having it. And I don't know if it's because when I pump it and I give it to him in a bottle, it comes out fast, right? And when I breastfeed him, it comes out slower. Because even when I'm pumping, I mean, it takes freaking half an hour for me to pump from both sides to just get both of my boobs empty. But he was like pissed, you guys. He was like really crying really bad and pulling back, like he was not having it. And I'm like, well, maybe he doesn't want the milk anymore. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. So I stopped doing that and I pumped it. I put it in a bottle. I gave it to him, and like that, he freaking drank it. So he was mad that it wasn't coming out fast. I'm like, Jesus. Dude, somebody be sharing me to fucking guy posts or some shit. I don't know. Because you guys don't even want to see my inbox. Yeah, he's teething for sure, for sure. Pobrecito. It's the Cadillac dealership. They're fucking shitty ass people, man. He was all trying to convince us that we might be interested in another car. Like, I didn't come all the way over here for that. No, the hell? Okay, so then you're gonna cut these once they're ironed. The guy was all basically was no fucking help. He was trying to convince us that we might be interested in another vehicle, which no, I didn't want that. So we had to leave either way because Junior had a doctor's appointment, so we left. And I told Michael, if we're going to buy a car from there, I said, I want to talk to a different salesperson. I don't want to deal with him. I said, because we literally just left from this dealership, and I can't even tell you one thing that was so special about this vehicle that would make me want to buy it specifically from them, because he didn't tell us anything. I had to open the freaking the trunk just to see like how much space there's in the back, so I could see if there's going to be enough room for a stroller, for groceries, for freaking sports equipment for the boys. You know what I mean? Nothing. I had to figure out how to open the fucking back seat to see, because it was a third row seat, right? The vehicle. I had to figure out all that on my own because this guy didn't do shit. Cut them like this, all of them. This is my stencil. I already have a specific measurement to this one. So we left, and then the next day I told Michael, well, if we're gonna because I really wanted the vehicle, and I couldn't make up my mind between both cars. And we didn't even look at the second car. We had just looked at one. So I told him, I said, if we're gonna go back, I'm gonna basically call. Wait. What did we do? Oh, before we left, I had mentioned to him, well, what if we do a trade-in, because I want to trade in my CTS, right? He said for us to send him pictures of the car, so that way he could show it to the person that determines how much the car's worth or whatever, right? To send them to him. So Michael, we went home, we sent him the pictures, and never heard back from him. And that's when I was pissed off, because I'm like, bro, you don't even call us back or nothing. Like, you're not even doing your job. So I went ahead and called, and I didn't know who had answered the phone, right? And I told him, look, we were in there trying to buy a vehicle. The salesperson that we were working with, I can honestly, I don't know if he's busy or he doesn't have time. So I would like to talk to a salesperson that has the time to sell us a vehicle, or basically is interested in selling a vehicle. And then he's like, wait a minute. He's like, were you in that beautiful Cadillac with with barely any miles in it. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, I was helping you. I'm like, oh, fuck. And great. Just great. And he's like, I apologize. He says, I don't know why he hasn't gotten back to me to let me know what they're going to give you for your trade-in. Right? Which the funny thing is like he made it sound like this guy was in a whole different building and all this shit. And the guy worked side by side to him. So it was all a lie. I honestly think they just didn't want to sell us a car. Because at the end of this whole fucking story, you guys, we were approved to get the fucking car. We had already signed paperwork. That was the whole purpose of giving the $500 deposit. Because it was already the end of the day and we were waiting on the documents to come back from the bank. And now I'm like, literally, I guess everything happens for a reason, right? And I'm so glad that I didn't buy a car from them because they're such fucking liars, bro. Like the fact that we were already making the deal with them, and then I go and I see online that they dropped the price on that same vehicle another $2,000, and nobody bothered to even tell us, and they were willing to let us pay full price, knowing damn well that vehicle, the price had dropped by another $2,000. That's how much of a fucking scam they are. Do not go to the Cadillac dealership. Dead ass. Don't do it. But it's okay because they're not the only ones. And I already found the same car, but in other dealerships. So whenever we have time, we're going to go and look at those ones. It just sucks because it was already a done deal, you know? And then to have to go and do it all over again, it just sucks. I hate buying cars as it is. It's a pickle. Mission. One thing about me is that I know how it is to deal and buy vehicles because I've done it plenty of times, and the first few times they did fucking burn me, so I learned from that. So now it's like, nah, you're not gonna burn me. Thank you. If anybody has a family member or yourself or you know somebody that works selling vehicles, let me know, you guys, because I don't even want to sell my car. Trade in my car. I don't owe that much money on it, and it breaks my heart to even have to do that. Because in all reality, my car is literally still brand new. I don't really go anywhere, so it doesn't have any miles. I literally owe $14,000 on it, you guys. Like, that ain't nothing. When I first bought it, I went upside down and everything because of my Durango, and I owed over $50,000 on it. But like I said, since my car payments are so high, that's why I was able to pay so much on it, because I've had my car for 5 years already, or more than 5 years, I want to say. Jeez, my little thing is so dull. I need to get a new... Oh, and get you one of these. It's easier than scissors, I promise. Christina, yes. But besides that, like, I even had to tell the guy, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this is my vehicle. It's not his. I'm the one that's going to do the payments, not him. So why are you guys only calling him and only telling him stuff? Like, this is my vehicle, not his. I don't want to sell it. I drive a CTS, girl, and I literally have how many kids? My car is beautiful. I love my car. Literally, like, love it. The vehicle that I bought, my Cadillac, I bought it from the Cadillac dealership in Santa Fe. And it is such a good ticket. Like, nobody even owned that vehicle. It had one, I don't even know if you call it an owner, because the person that used to drive that car was the owner of the Cadillac dealership in Santa Fe. So he was just using that vehicle to go to work and home, and that was it. It wasn't like his actual car. So it's only had one owner, but technically not an owner. It barely has any miles. It's brand new freaking car. Like, it's literally brand new. I don't want to get rid of it. But anytime that we want to go do something, we don't fit in the car. We literally don't fit in it. So that's why. And before, I had a vehicle that we all fit in. I had a Durango, a Hemi. And I loved that car so much. I had the third row seat. It was perfect. But they fucking sold me a shitty ass car. I had that car for a month and then the transmission blew, you guys. I literally had to pay 12 grand to fix it. After we fixed it, I didn't want to keep it because I was too scared that it was going to break again. That's why, like I said, I've dealt with a lot of dealerships and I know what it is. Yeah, they're burns. Okay. But it just seemed like they just wanted to address him because he's the man. Bro, what the fuck? No, it's my car. Hi, Irene. Either that or they thought we were broke and we weren't serious. Hi, Dre. My voice sounds all ronca, but I'm like, I'm tired. Dude, I'm gonna send you a candy in a week. It's been hectic for me. Lost my nana. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Dang, that's sad. Were they together? You know, sometimes they say when elderly people pass away, like, let's say a married couple and one of them goes and then right after the other goes is because they're so sad and heartbroken that they lost their partner. So they end up passing and not even, it just happens. Is that not crazy? I'm so sorry, girlie. I hate when men act like women are a bunch of idiots, so they try to burn us or act like we are not. Yes! And, like, I don't know. It just annoys me. And I'm like, I even had to tell the guy, like, dude, why the fuck are you guys only asking all this shit about my, like, you know, my husband and nothing about me? Like, this is my vehicle. This ain't his fucking vehicle. This is my car. The car that I'm trading in is my car. It's under my name. It's my car. I pay it. This has nothing, you know, to do with him. It was just weird, to be honest. Okay. So now they're all cut. This is the measurements that I have. Okay. Oh, Dre, if you need my P.O. box, let me know because I don't know if I ever sent it to you a long time ago. But I don't have that P.O. box no more. I get all my cars from Santa Fe dealership also. I love them, Lisa. The guy that sold me my car at the dealership and at the Cadillac in Santa Fe, the Chevy. Oh my God, he was so amazing. I'm telling you guys, like, I know that it takes a while for the banks to finalize everything because they have other stuff going on too. And yes, it could take 2-3 days, even a week, right? But the salesperson that I dealt with in Santa Fe, he would call me every day in the morning, in the middle of the day, and before they closed, just to ask if I've heard from the bank or if he had an update or to let me know what the plan was for the following day if we didn't get nothing done that day. That right there is a fucking salesperson. That is someone that's interested in getting commission. Also, another thing, the guy that sold us my car originally, this amazing salesperson, he also was like, you know what? Let me see if I could get you any deals. Let's go ahead and throw on, like, they had this bundle where It's like a protection thing that they put on the windshields of the vehicles. It is a package that they had to add on and they charge you for it. He threw it in for me. I mean, he tried to do whatever he could possibly to help me not go upside down as much because I went upside down due to my Durango. I mean, that guy was amazing. And the customer service, the only thing I can honestly say that the Cadillac place over here, the only thing they offered me and Michael was a fucking water bottle. They didn't offer to see about lowering the car. They didn't offer to even try to give me more for my fucking trade-in, because for my trade-in, they wanted to give me $2,000 less than what it's fucking actually worth, which was mind blown. That's why I was so like, dude, even I could go off and tell you guys how I know they were fucking doing us dirty. And the only reason why I don't go back to the dealership in Santa Fe is because they don't have the car that I want there. They don't have it. Okay, here we go, you guys. So now you got these little squares. Make sure you choose what side you want to show on the outside, like this, right? Make sure you pick. And then you're going to glue these two to the center like this. Boom. And then you meet the other one like that in the middle, and it's going to look like that, okay? Again, these little rubber fingers are amazing. So put some glue right here in the middle. Drop it to the middle, press it. See how you get glue on this, and this would burn the shit out of your finger. That's why these are amazing. These little rubber fingers. And that's it. Like that, okay? And then you're going to do the same with the bottom two. You're going to connect them to the middle. So you're going to put a strip of glue like this on the bottom. You guys see it? Right? And then bring that to the center and bring this to the center. And it looks like this, okay? That's all you have to do for your petals. Literally, that's it. How many petals you want, it all depends, because look at the difference between these ones. See how smaller this one is compared to this one? I personally think I like this one more. I feel like it looks more realistic. What do you guys think? The bigger one? I like to spread them open. Do you guys like the bigger one or the smaller one? I mean, they're both beautiful. They couldn't take it back after just owning it for a month. Wait, I'm confused. Thanks, girl. My nana passed in January and my tata passed this month, 2 weeks before. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, girlie. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, send it to me again, friend. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yes, I will for sure. Did you think about what I asked you on my last live if you're interested? I mean, I don't know if we still do makeup lives. I love them also. That was my grandparents. On the passing, my grandmother went first and my grandfather went first and then my grandmother. Oh, see, I'm telling you guys, it's due to heartbreaks. I'm being serious. Oh, that's sad. Hi, Lisa. I'm making bandana roses. Yeah, so can I show you guys something? Titi, are you on TikTok? Let me show you something. Or you know what? I got my computer. Never mind. If my computer is dead, can you bring me your phone real fast? But let me check. Hold on, you guys. I want to show you guys something. So I know a lot of people make bandana roses, okay? I'm not being shady or anything, but I personally do not like the way other people make their bandana roses unless they're making them like this, where they look like actual petals, okay? I've seen people make them another way, which is faster, kind of the lazier way, because this one, how I'm doing it, it's a lot of steps and it's a lot of work, but they look beautiful. They look like an actual rose. You get what I'm saying? Like it looks like a real rose. It looks real. But the way I've seen other people doing it is, I feel like they don't even cut the bandana. They just like roll it up and it looks like a fucking sock. And then boom, there's your rose. I don't like that. If you like that, no shade. You know, everybody has their own taste. Everybody has their own, what they like. Me, I don't like it. I rather, you know, I wanted to learn how to make them like this because I just think it looks so real. I love it. It is a lot of work, no lie, but I don't mind doing it. So I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh, it's going to make me sign in. Oh, maybe it has my login already. It does. I think that might be my old account. Okay, look at this. No shade. Like I said, I'm not trying to be shady. This is just not my cup of tea. I don't like it. I honestly prefer for it to look like this, like an actual petal. Do you guys agree? Right? Because it looks like a real one. But look at this one. I mean, it's still pretty, but I don't like it. I feel like it looks too like a sock, like a rolled up sock. You see that? No shade. They're still pretty, but I feel like parece calcetín. Like it just looks like a rolled up sock. And then look at this one. My leaf came off that one. I gotta glue it back, but let me show you the smaller one. I don't know how to show you so you guys can compare it. Look. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? It's too closed and yours is more open. If that makes sense. Yes, it does. And I like it more like the details too, you know, like it actually looks like an actual rose. And actually I like mine to be more wide open. Kind of like this one. See how it's more open? Like you have to spread it open. Let me show you. Hold on. Okay, look. See how it looks more like an actual rose? Let me get another one. Look at this one. I just feel like that one looks kind of like a rolled up sock. It's still pretty, but it looks like a rolled up sock. I don't know. I'm not being a hater, but I just feel like that's an easier route and it is less work. But you know me, I like to be extra. Like I like to be different and I like to be extra. But there's that one and then there's mine. I just feel like it looks like an actual rose, you know, like, parece una rosa, like for real, for real. Yeah, so I feel like I don't know. Look, let me show you another one. They don't look bad, but look at this one. This one is the rolled up sock status. It legit looks like a rolled up sock. It just doesn't really give too much rose. That one's super easy to make because it's just rolled up in a sock. Like a sock, basically. Yes, and then it makes you want to smell some of your roses. You may just say, oh, you could even spray them, right? It is not pretty. I love your flowers. Thank you, Lisa. They aren't even in the same class as yours. Yours are so beautiful. Those other hardly have petals. Yes, it's because they don't cut them, you guys. They keep it all in one. They don't cut them, so that's why they look like that, because they're not cutting individual petals. And now, so normally what I do is I make 15 petals and I glue them together, and then I'll have a long strip, right? And then I roll them, right? I roll it all together. I'm going to do it different now. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to only roll maybe 5 of them together. And then I'm going to glue every single one of them individually, because I have a feeling if I do that, it will spread open even more. Okay? Because if you can, I don't know if you can tell, but see this middle part right here? This middle part is literally probably the 15 petals that I glue together, and then I roll it onto the stick, right? So see how it looks really tight right there? But then the outside ones, all these ones on the outside that look a little bit more spread, I glue those individually. So that's why they look like that. So this time, I haven't tried it. This is going to be my first time I try it, but I have a feeling it's going to look better. Instead of doing the 15, I'm going to only do 5 or even 4, and then glue the rest individually to make it look more open. Fingers crossed. So I'll show you guys, I know it's late and some of you might have to go nighttime, go to sleep. I'm supposed to go to sleep. Actually, I got to go and take my car to get an oil change and all kinds of shit. So at 9 o'clock, I have to drop off my car. So yeah, but I just think it might look way better. How many squares does it take to make one rose? One full bandana. Whatever you get out of one full bandana, you can make one full rose. But you also have to keep in mind that it all depends on how full you want it to be. If you don't, because look at the difference between these two. See how one's fuller than another? So this one is a full bandana. Out of a full bandana, I got all of these. Okay? This is a full bandana, and this is a full bandana. This one is half a bandana, but it's smaller. You see the difference? How much smaller it is? So it really depends on you, how big you want them to be. And it also depends on how big you make your squares. Everybody makes their squares a different size. It could be, so mine, the way I do mine, it's equal measurements. The whole square is equal measurements. So you could do it however you want, like 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, or 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. However you want to do it. Just depends on how big you want it to be as well. I wouldn't buy any of those other socks. Juanita, they're going to say we're being mean, but they do kind of look like socks, right? Practice makes it perfect and prettier. Yeah, so that's why I think if I do it this time like that, I honestly feel like I'm going to like it more. I even have some roses that aren't bandana. I went to go look for like vintage fabric. I'll show you those ones. Oh, I put it on the wrong spot, actually. I went too high up. I have I went and got vintage looking fabric because I was going to put these roses in my room. And this is what they kind of look like. Tiffany. Oh, I don't have it here. I'll show you in a little bit because I have it over there. But this one I put the glue on the wrong spot, so I'm going to let it dry and then I'll peel it off. I put it too high up. But no shade on those roses. I just don't, it's not my, I like it, I don't know. It just really gave me like rolled up sock vibes. Somebody's going to go and screen record this and show them and they're going to go attack me. They're going to be like, screw that girl. She's talking shit about our... I'm really not. I didn't look up anybody specific. I just looked up bandana roses and those popped up. Okay. Remember that you are going to get a strip of bandana fabric that is going to be... One side's going to have the print and the other side isn't. This is really important whenever you get to this part right here, because you're going to have some like this, which is the end of the bandana, the end and the beginning, right? So whenever you get to this part, make sure that when you're folding your petal, so this is the outside of the petal, right? And this is the inside. Make sure that whenever you're gluing this, that you're gluing it like this. Because if you glue it like this, this is going to be the outside of your petal. And whenever you make your rose, it's going to be like this on the outside. And it's going to look weird, right? But if you do it the other way and you do it where the print is on the outside, basically like this, then it's going to be like that. Instead of like that. Okay, keep that in mind because it's going to happen when you cut your bandana. So again, glue. And sometimes it's hard to like make it even for the petals to be like exactly in the center. But it's okay, it doesn't matter, because when you start gluing them together, you can't see it anyways. I haven't made these in a minute. Like, girl, I'm over here struggling. I am awake. I drove to meet my son. He earned some private pilot flight time. Oh, does he do that? Does he drive planes? I mean, fly planes? Man, that's awesome. You know what I want to do, you guys? I want to learn how to drive the dump truck. I know that's crazy, but I really want to. I want to learn how to drive the dump truck. I think I can do it, honestly. Maybe sometime this summer, he can let me drive it. That blue is such a beautiful color. I love that one so much. Juanita, I can show you guys in a little bit all the ones that I have, okay? And all of these ones, I'm going to do a giveaway on some of these, but I also do, if anybody wants to buy any. I just don't know yet, price-wise. I kind of have to go and see what everybody sells theirs for, and then go based off of what I spent on material, but... The other rolls look like those honey flowers at the You know what? I was gonna say that, but I didn't want anybody to come for me. They do. Where they make them look like, the panties look like roses. That's hilarious. Whenever my baby wakes up, I have to go. Before I start doing this, I'm gonna show you guys as well how to do your stick. And there's gonna be like a lot of, you know, string from the glue on it. But once everything is dry, when you're done, it's real easy to just pull all those little strips off. The little stringy web thingy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm only gonna do these 5 because again, normally I do 15 petals like this and I glue them side by side. But this time I want to do them more individually so I could open more. So I'm only gonna do 5 and then the rest individually.
Do I wash these?
No, leave all the bottles because I put them in that machine. And I'll show you guys really, really fast. Like the panties at the sex store. Long glue sticks. Make sure you get those. Because you will use a lot. You might not think so, but... So this weekend, you guys, we're going to go and celebrate my birthday because we didn't get to celebrate this past weekend. And then on my actual birthday was my cousin's funeral. So yeah, I'm just going to do another 5 of these so I can show you guys basically how I'm going to put it all together because I might have to get off because the baby.
Is there no more soap for the dishwasher?
Yeah, that bucket that you brought. That's underneath there, the circle one, remember? The one that I said, what the heck is this? No, not that one. It's a round, bigger container. Yeah, that one. I'll let you know if Dad has to work, okay?
Of course he does. He went to bed early and he brought the truck home.
Well, I don't know. He said he didn't know yet. That's why. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Are you going to go for me if Dad doesn't? If Dad goes? Okay. Okay, I'm going to only do 10 to show you guys. And my measurements are for this is I don't even remember if it's 5 by like 5s all the way around or 4s. I don't remember. I'll have to remeasure. I don't remember honestly. Only because I've had that stencil since the beginning. So just get an old cardboard and that's how you make your stencil. Chris, we still need to go to lunch so I can give you the baby gift list plan. I will for sure. Right now, honestly, I am literally trying to get my car situation all freaking fixed because it's so hard to only have 2 vehicles because my son works and there's times that like because he gets out late, you guys, sometimes. So I let him take my car and I stay carless, and it's just I stay carless because he leaves to go to work and be at work early and he don't get out till like 10. sometimes even later than that. So I stay cardless all day. And like right now, I'm basically single. We only have one card. One more petal. But yes, for sure, I promise. Is your glue gun wireless? No. It has a cord. I'm going to look that up for real. The sex rose panties. That's funny. You've never seen them? He does it a hobby for fun. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God. How cool is that? I would be scared. Honestly, like, I never used to be afraid of heights till I got older. I got scared of heights. But I never used to be. Another thing that I notice now that I'm like at my age is I can't, you know, like some people can't go and be inside of a box or be in a tight space. They like get very overwhelmed, and that's how I get now. Like, you know how some people go in caves and then they go in deep little caves and they like literally are surrounded by dirt, up, down. Fuck no, I would die. But when I was younger, I was never like that. It's weird. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys how to do the sticks. Again, you don't have to do this. You could actually paint your sticks green. But if not, then you find this in the floral department. I was trying to let you know that I don't get notifications for you, or you do, or do I know why? I know that sometimes Facebook turns off your guys' notifications. So what you have to do is go to my main account, like my main page, and where it says that you're following me, click on it. And then it's going to tell you if you want to add me to your favorites. So you got to make sure you add me to your favorites. But after you add me to your favorites, go back again and click on it. And it's going to tell you if you want to get notifications for my lives, or if you want to get notifications for my posts, or if you want to get notifications for anything. And you're going to just put yes, that you want notifications for everything. That's supposed to help, but I don't know if it is. But you can try. Edible ones, love. Interesting. Are you talking? You still taking your prenatal vitamins? I'm going for iron and infusions because my iron is so low. I need something to build up my COVID-4. Oh my God. Oh my God. 10 times you got? Wow. I'm not taking my prenatals anymore. Dude, I'm literally falling asleep. Can you guys see my eyes? They feel so heavy right now. My eyes feel so heavy. What did you make for dinner today? Spaghetti. Some spaghetti. What am I gonna do? Oh, as of right now, I haven't decided yet, but I think we're getting a cabin. I just haven't decided where. And then I think next week we're gonna be gone for the week. Melissa, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know how to say the word. I suck at saying a lot of stuff. Okay, the stick. Thank you, Nate. I don't even like elevators. I get anxiety in there too. But Lisa, that word, I can't say it, but that's what I meant. I feel like that now. And I never used to be like that, anxiety. And yep, that's me too. Yeah. Okay, so the stick. These sticks, like I said, you could use the kebab sticks that are cheaper because, I mean, you could get, I think you could get like 50 or 100 of them for like $3 at Walmart. This one comes with a certain, I think 25. And it is a little pricey because it does have this thing at the end. But look, I like them because you take this off And then you take off this little white thing. Carefully, because if not, if you do it uncarefully, the sticky thing will come off. But see how it has the sticky part? Then you get your little tape thing. I don't have any scissors, but you do want to cut it angled, like at an angle. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Like this, at an angle. So that way you can basically add it up here. Like so, like that at an angle. And then all you do is you start wrapping it like this. I might have started at the wrong angle, but it's okay. Okay. That's why I like it, because it makes it easy at the beginning, because the rest you do have to use glue. So then you get glue. Add some glue. And wrap it like that. Add more glue. And if you do add a lot of glue, make sure you wrap it fast, because this glue dries really fast. If, for whatever reason, your glue starts to pop out, like how it is on mine, it's okay if it comes out. Because whenever it dries, you just go and you know, peel it off. It comes right off. So you are going to need scissors. Even though you're using that blade, the pizza cutter thing, you still need scissors. I just don't know where mine is. My arts and crafts one. And then you cut this one at an angle as well. Like so. Add a little glue. And boom, your stick is voila, done. I think it looks more professional with the floral tape instead of painting them. Yes, and I think it goes more with the theme since you are using fabric. But at the end of the day, it all is preference, what you want. I just think it looks more, it goes more together because you are using fabric. Titi. Titi. Yeah. Is he still asleep? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is where I'm going to only glue 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to glue them corner to corner. So you're going to add glue on. So you got to remember that my phone is like a mirror, so it's flipped. So in all reality, this is my left side, but to you it might be your right, because you're on the other side. So this is my left side. This is my right side, okay? So whenever you start gluing these, you're going to put a little dot on the bottom right side. And then you glue the petal right next to it like this, on top of it. You're overlapping it. Then again, glue on the right side, and you're not going to put it behind it. You're going to put it in front. Instead of doing 15, I'm only going to do 5. because I think that will make my petals look more spread when I glue them individually, and it won't be all tight like this as so much in the middle. It'll be tight in the middle like how a normal rose is, because I'm gluing these 5 petals together, but then the rest will be spread open, and I think it's gonna look really, really cool. If not, then whatever, I'll go back to my the original way, which I do 15 or 17 petals glued, and then you roll it like that. So I'm going to show you how to roll them as well, okay? And normally when you glue 15 like this, you could even do the whole thing if you want and then just roll it. But if you do it like that, then your rose is going to stay like this, all closed. And I think it looks better open. See? The person that I found how to do this, like how I learned how to do this, you guys, they actually glued all their petals together. But me, I decided to only do 15 and then glue the rest individually. And I liked how it looked like that because it opens the rose more. But again, this time I'm going to do less. So I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to get your stick. And then the side that's pointy, you're going to do it. You're going to glue it like this. Okay? See how high it is? You're going to glue it right there. You're going to glue it right there, and then you're going to wrap it around the stick. So make sure you do put a decent amount of glue. You get their stick. And then you're going to wrap it around it. And basically hold it for it to, like this. Hold it so it dries, okay? See the little webs? These are the ones I'm saying from the glue that you could take all these off when you're done. Okay, once it's done, it'll be like this. And then what you're going to start doing is you're going to put glue on the bottom of the petal, like all this. On the bottom, you put glue, okay? Whatever you do is don't put glue on the whole entire thing, because when you start rolling it, it dries really fast. So do a piece by piece by piece so that way it doesn't dry on you. So I'm going to put glue on the top. I mean, a little, like on 2 petals. And then I'm going to roll. And then once I roll it, hold it tight so it sticks, and then add more glue. And then roll it again. And then hold it again. Oh, my phone's gonna die. It's because I only have this tripod. And you guys are gonna be all in my face, all close. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. If the comments aren't popping up anymore, I'm sorry. Okay, so then you're gonna do the rest. Ah, I burned myself. And then you have your inside. So normally this would be wider, like fatter, because normally I do 15 back-to-back glued. This is only 5, but it's okay because I think it's gonna look better once I start adding all of these individually. Normally, like I said, I always do 15 or 17, and then I glue everything else individually. But this time we're only gonna do 5. And then to glue all the individuals, you put glue from the whole bottom like that. I like to place them in the gap, so I'm gonna start right there. Like I like to do it wherever there's an opening like this right here. Then I put a petal there. And then I turn it and there's an opening there, so I put a petal there. Once you start adding more petals, it makes it easier to see where you're gonna glue your petals. Okay. And then grab another one. And then we're gonna put one here. Let's see, if I don't like it, then I'm gonna do it like how I originally do it. And then press all the way around, like wrap it around and press really hard so you can make sure it's all gluing. Have you tried making butterflies out of the bandanas? No. Have you seen them? Can you send me a picture if you've seen them? I would love to see. I never have. Okay, so sometimes your stick gets loose. All you do is add the glue on the bottom of the stem. And just let it sit in there and then squeeze the bottom and blow. Even when you're done, once you add all your, normally I do this at the end when I'm done adding all the petals, but it feels really loose right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Okay, well that dries. This is what it looks like so far. While that dries, I'm gonna make more of these. And then here's one that doesn't have design. Remember, that goes to the inside. Oh, another important thing is whenever what you want on the top of the petal is gonna be what you ironed. What's opened, the opened part on the bottom, see, that goes to the bottom. Because if not, the open part will be up here and it's gonna look all weird. Can you guys see what I'm doing? How often does a baby get up in the middle of the night? Honestly, it just depends on how much they eat. Like if you give them a lot, like if they get really full, because you give them a lot of milk. Like Zeke, for example, he always drinks 5 to 6 ounces almost every 2 hours, right? But if for whatever reason I end up giving him more than the 6 ounces, he drinks, let's say 8, he won't wake up till way, like, instead of every 2 hours, it'll probably be 4 hours later because he eats so much. So it just really depends, honestly. It's like you, like whenever you're hungry, right? Like if you eat too much, then you won't be hungry for a while if you're extremely full. So like right now he'll wake up at 2. He always wakes up at 2 the first time. And then he'll wake up again around 4:35. Sometimes he won't. He does really good at night. Sometimes he only wakes up at the 2 a.m. and that's it. He won't wake up till 7:38. He's a good baby. Or if he has a dirty diaper. He don't like to be dirty. And normally, as soon as he eats, he poops instantly. I was thinking of starting a page called What's for Supper. It would include desserts. Everyone who joins the page can share recipes or get recipes. Do it, girl. Juanita, do you know how to make strawberry shortcake? I'll be there. I'll be there watching because honestly, I want to learn how to make different recipes. Are you going to be cooking or just sharing recipes? I think you should do it, honestly. You know what I was telling Michael today? Because did you guys see that they unalived another influencer? They unalived another influencer, but I was telling Michael, like in all reality, I think that at first I was really shocked, like, damn, another influencer, like, damn. But then if you think about it, dude, everybody considers themselves influencers now. Everybody is a digital creator now. So I guess it's not really like a huge, wow, another influencer, you know? Like yesterday, you guys remember, if you guys were on my live last night, you guys seen the girl that kept talking shit. Like she was really coming for me. I wish for your energy, girl. Oh, wait, you want my energy? Is that what you're saying? Baby, look at my eyes. They're about to freaking close. I have not had one night where I've slept 8 hours straight. One night, 8 hours straight or more since before I got pregnant. I'm being serious. If I sleep 2-3 hours and then I wake up. Even when I was pregnant, I couldn't sleep. So, yes, you should do it, girly. I told you guys that Serenity got her braces off. Her teeth look beautiful. Beautiful. Junior gets his braces next. So see, like when people ask me how many petals did you use to make a rose, I don't count. I just add and add and add and add and add. I honestly, I'm starting to think, you guys, that my body's done with breastfeeding because I'm not getting as much milk as I was before. But then again, with all my babies, I stop breastfeeding at 2 months if I do breastfeed. So Yeah, that lady was a jerk. You know what? Like, the funny thing is that she kept talking shit, right? So when I got off live, I went to go and see like who this girl was, and because she was all, I wouldn't watch you even if I got. She said I wouldn't sit here and watch you even if I got paid. And then to piss her off, I told her, but you are sitting here watching me, and you're not getting paid, but I am, because you know, like I like to press buttons. And she got all pissed off, and she's like, we need to ban people like her. She needs to get a real job. Like, girl, I have a real job. And by the way, I do also have a business. Even though I haven't been active with my business, it's still there. I make sales, I send them, but I still have a business, right? But when I went, this is the funny thing. How are you going to sit there and talk all this shit, right? Because she's like, you share your whole life. Well, what do you do when you hang out with your friends? You just stare at each other like... Imagine, would you enjoy my life if I just shut what we just did? Like,
I was wondering why you were.
because, like, what do you expect me to not say nothing during the whole live? What the hell? But the fact that you're gonna talk shit and then I go look at your account and it says that you're a digital creator. What the fuck? You're mad at me because what I do, but on your page, you're literally, I'm not gonna say you are one, but you're trying to be one. Because, girl, your account says you're a digital creator. You don't even really have followers. When you do post, nobody interacts with you. I mean, is that why you're mad at me? Like, how are you going to be mad at me because nobody interacts with you? That's not on me. There's times that people don't interact with me and they just silently watch, and not because they don't want to talk to me, but because a lot of my supporters, they are silent watchers. Like, they're shy to talk, and maybe they don't want to talk and they just want to watch. But even though they're quiet and they don't interact talking in the comments, they do like, you know, they like my lives, they share my lives, they show love. But in her situation, she had nothing was going on her page, but you're there talking crap to me, telling me that I need to get canceled and banned and na. But your page says you're a digital creator, so you're basically trying to do the same thing. So why are you putting me down? It was just funny. Because I'm like, now it makes sense why you're doing this. Because you're just upset that your page isn't really... I've been doing this for a long time, you guys. It took a long time for me to build my page. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, look at... See how it's starting to spread now? Open. So I don't know yet if I'm convinced that it looks better so far doing them individually, which I'm not gonna lie, I think it is. I think it is. Your phone is glitching a little bit. Is it for everybody or just you? Hi Isabel. I love the roses, very pretty. Thank you, Donna. I'm trying a new way. Normally I glue 15 petals together and then I roll it up. And then I do the rest individually. But this time I want my rows to be more open. So I only glued together 5, rolled it, and now I'm doing all of them individually so it could be more open. Because this one, as you can see, look, you could literally tell that all of these I glue individually. And I think even these ones right here. And the rest of these I rolled together, and that's why they're so tight. So this time I want my rows to be more opened. So I'm trying to do them more individually, but it already looks more open. So I'm liking it. And I'm gonna make them small like this instead of this big. So I'm gonna make them this small. Let me know, you guys, is it glitching for everybody? Thank you, Isabel. She is jealous. I don't know why, like, I don't know why girls do that though. Like, girl, I'm nobody to be jealous of. I'm literally just any other person. There's nothing special about me. I'm just a regular person. How are you going to be mad at me? Sometimes I feel, this is what I feel. Like, how are you going to be mad at me because I did what you wanted to do and you didn't do, but I did it before you and I've been doing it longer than you. So now you're mad that you're barely getting started. So don't be mad at me because you started later than me. I mean, you can't be mad at me at that because that's what it's giving, that you're mad that I started or I did what you didn't think of right away. Like, because you don't even know me and you were all mad. Like, you're sitting there putting me down that I'm boring. So then why were you even watching me? And then you wouldn't even, I don't get why people do that. The other girl, the Ignacio, the fake account, the Ignacio Martinez, that one was so dumb. Like, they would not stop talking about the baby. And that's why I blocked them. The day before that, I didn't block them because fuck it. You know? Keep talking shit. Because all you're doing is helping my page with the interactions. But when you start talking about my son over and over again, then yeah, I'm going to block you. Because she was like, why do you keep sharing your baby? No wonder why your baby's sick. No, my baby had a fever because he got shots. And he's teething. Not because of any other reason. But because he just got shots, you know, and he is teething. But if you're going to act like that, I'm going to block you. Like, bye. And that girl came back too. Like, what the hell, you fucking weirdo? I'm surprised they're not on here now. You're good on my end. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe it's just hers. Not glitching. No, it's working perfectly for me. Maybe it's just hers. My baby's doing good. It's almost going to be 2. So I'm pretty sure he's going to wake up. But I actually need a pump before he wakes up. So, you guys, he literally hates my nipple. Like, he hates my boobs. He was so mad, you guys. Like, he literally had my nipple in his mouth and he would suck. And since it doesn't come out as fast as a regular bottle, he like goes like this, like stretches it back. And I'm like, you're gonna give me a big old freaking earthworm nipple. No. I think that's why he was mad, because it wasn't coming out as fast as he normally gets it with the regular bottle. Because as soon as I pumped and I put it in a bottle, he downed it like no other. That hurt my feelings. And now the doctor was also saying that even though I do pump, that I also need to make sure that he's latching on, because him latching on is what's going to help me produce more milk as well, right? Even if I pump, pumping will still do that, but him latching on will help more. And he refuses. You guys, he don't like my boob no more. He wore it out, and now he's not interested. How long have you been doing this again, Crystal? I've been on on I've been doing live since December or November 2018, right? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so I'm gonna be going. I've been doing it for 6 years, going on 7, right, Titi? I've been doing this since 2018 November.
I think, yeah.
Oh, I think he's crying. Let's see if I hear it. Cause the Jaden was a few months old already when I started doing it, but I used to go live on my personal account first.
Yeah, when I would do my lives on my house.
Yeah, Titi used to do her lives. You guys, I want Serenity to start doing her lives, but she doesn't want to. Go follow her account, you guys. On Facebook, Serenity Garcia. Right, Titi? That's what it's under?
Yeah.
Go follow my daughter, you guys. Yeah, I think Zeke wants to give me an earthworm nipple. When you said you weren't going to show him to us for a while, I was so sad. Thank you. Thank you for sharing him. We love him so much. Thank you. I love you guys for loving him. But now do you guys understand why I didn't want to share him so fast and so soon? Because look at how people are, man. That girl kept saying that my baby had ojo and that's why he was sick. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up already. Go to bed. Leave me alone, lady. I mean, even at the beginning of when I first showed the baby, I used to tell everybody, please, please, if you're watching my baby from that screen, do a little cross on the freaking phone on my baby because I don't want him to get ojo. But I don't really show him too much. I post videos, but I mean, that's a little different, right? Than him being on live. I don't know. An earthworm nipple. Trust me, I know the feeling, my baby. She's 1 year old and still breastfeeding. Oh my God, how do you do it, girl? And she has 4 teeth. Oh, hell no, man, it's painful as fuck. My stuff is sore. That's breast milk is the best for babies, but man, it's painful. It's about how much do you get? Or do you pump or just straight breastfeeding? I'm just afraid that he's not getting enough milk when I do breastfeed him because I can't see how much he's getting. So I don't know if he's getting enough or not, or not. That's why I like to pump and then give it to him. But do you take anything or you do anything specific? Like, do you have any advice for me? But yeah, that's what I was telling Michael. Like, do you think that, like, if I can breastfeed till my son is 1, I'm good with it. Like, I'm fine with that. But my thing is it weird once they already have teeth? Like, do you stop or keep going? Or what is your opinion? I mean, obviously you still breastfeed, but you do say it's painful because baby girl has teeth, right? So, and he already be tugging on that shit when he's mad. Imagine he's gonna bite it off. Definitely, personally, I will not breastfeed past a year and a half, or even I don't even think I would go past a year. That's just me. You never know. I might change my mind, but I feel like breastfeeding a 2-3-year-old is kind of like too much for me. But then I don't know, maybe I would do it. The only reason why I say this is because with all my other kids, my body stopped producing milk at the 2 months. So right now I'm going through that stage where my body normally stops with my other kids, and I'm really trying my hardest not to stop. Girl, I've saved a lot of money on milk. And now I'm actually giving him both. I'm giving him a little bit of formula and breast milk. But I only give him formula when he's like crying very dramatically and I haven't been able to pump. Like I didn't have milk already pumped for him. So let's say like, for example, right now I don't have anything pumped, right? And then he wakes up and I'm like, fuck, he's all crying. And I know that it's going to take me 30 minutes to pump both sides. Like I literally pump 30 minutes on each boob together because I have like 2 of them, right? But I don't think the baby can handle waiting half an hour without me giving him milk. And since I don't have any backup milk, that's why I just give him formula because I feel so bad and I give him a little bit. But every time I give him the formula, you guys, he legit throws up like The Exorcist. I mean, not like a little burp. I mean, it's like, it freaking flies. It legit flies. How old is Serenity now? She's going to be 15, August 5th. She's going to be 15. So no 15, but hopefully a sweet 16 for sure. We're working on it. So hopefully a sweet 16. I know her lives were so hilarious. Like I have some of the videos, and she actually has some of the videos of when she used to go live, and I'll never forget the one where she's like fighting with Junior because Junior goes in the room and she's like, get out. But you could see her face, like she don't care, she's on live. She turns around and she's like, get out of here, Junior. Or when she fell off the chair, or the time that she had too much blush, she put on too much blush, so she licks her fucking hand, and she's all... She was little, you guys. Little. I mean, she was, what, like 10 years old? Or 8, 9? She was little. But she's, and then she had her, we even came up with her own makeup name. Serenity on the Beat. I loved that name for her so much. There was a girl that I used to watch on Facebook, and that was her name. It was her name, and then it's on the beat. So then I was like, Titi, we're going to put yours under Serenity on the Beat. And that was her, Serenity on the Beat. And she would put on music, like the music would be what is it, Kids Pop? Yeah. We would put on Kids Pop for her. And you know what I love the most out of the whole thing, you guys, is that she would go live while I was cooking dinner, right? Because I would always cook dinner and then I would go live. At 8 o'clock, no matter what, I would go live. But with Titi, she would go live before me. And what I love so much is how much respect she got out of all the girls that were watching in the comments. Like, nobody was disrespectful till I started having drama with fucking people, and then people made fake accounts and they started being ugly. So then I didn't allow her to go live anymore because of that. Because people could be very fucking petty and hateful and don't care that they're talking about children. They're weird. But that's why I didn't let her go live anymore. They were making fun of her and making fun of Junior and making fun of Jaden, because I don't know if you guys remember that when Jaden was smaller, he used to have so much issues with his speech. So he went through speech therapy. He currently still does it, you guys. They give it to him through school because he has such a hard time with his speech. He tries to talk really fast, so I feel like due to him trying to talk so fast, it's hard for him to get it out. But they would make fun of him, and they would make fun of Junior, and hateful, very hateful people. But people that do shit like that, I could almost guarantee you they have a shitty life going on. Like they have something shitty going on in their life that's why they would sit there and talk about children, especially like talk about me. I don't give a shit. But talking about kids is a whole different story. So in all reality, I could guarantee those of you that sit there and talk about kids from fake accounts, you must have a very shitty life to not care that you're doing that to an innocent kid. And if you're not going through something shitty at that moment, I promise you karma is a bitch. It's going to get you at some point. And that is a promise. Okay, so we're actually almost done with all the petals. Like the whole entire bandana. I just made another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's the whole entire bandana. So let's see how it looks so far before I keep adding more. I want to see the butterfly bandana, you guys. Can somebody send it to me? And if anybody's interested in me making you a custom bandana, message me. I'm going to be adding these to my website, to my Homegirl Movement website. I just need to like add them on there and stuff. Where do you guys think would be a decent amount to sell these roses? Honestly, I don't even know what other people sell their roses for. I've never actually looked. I think I've been watching you for like 4 to 5 years. Dang. Thank you. I appreciate you. Like I said, I was a silent watcher for a very long time. And I remember when your other baby was little. Do you remember when everybody used to call him Baby Pablo? The reason why, if you don't, the reason they used to call Jaden Baby Pablo was because when he was smaller, he was really, really fat. And his hair was super, super, like beyond curly. And since we were letting it grow out, it was kind of like long. And he looked like Pablo Escobar. So everybody used to call him Baby Pablo. I don't know if you were around for that. On and off though. It's okay. I know everybody gets busy in life, so I understand. Hi, Michelle. Hi, baby girl. I'm falling asleep, you guys. Look at my eyes, and I have my contacts on, and I want to like go like that so bad. I should have took them off. I don't pump. My daughter lost one of the pieces to my breast pump. So now I just breastfeed. But do you feel like your baby, like do your boobs feel full? Like you know that you're getting a lot of milk? Like, I know this is a lot of info, but like, have you noticed that your daughter is actually gaining weight? Like you're actually feeding her enough? Because I feel like my baby doesn't get full. Like whenever I pump, he gets full off of what I pump. But there's times, you guys, when I'm pumping all day long that I don't produce a lot of milk. I'll literally legit get like maybe 3 ounces between both boobs. And my normal dose is the most, like normally is 6 ounces, which is going to be 3 and 3. But sometimes I get a little bit over 8. Okay, so this is what it looks like already before I add the rest of the petals. Should I add more petals? Or you guys think this is good? Oh, this is pretty. That's good, huh? I'm gonna leave it. Or should I add more? Let me know. Add more or leave it. I think it looks good like this. I don't know. Let me know. I read that one. Oh, the teeth part is not so bad. I don't feel them really. But sometimes I can feel her wanting to bite me. I'm like, oh, hell no, you better not. Oh, I'm scared of that. Because he like literally he shuts his mouth and he goes like pulls back on my nipple, and as it is, I know a little bit too much info, but I don't have extremely like long nipples, like long like this. They're like literally minimal, like they're not long enough for him to latch on. That's why I always have a hard time for my kids to latch on, right? So I use a shield, which is like a little cup that you use. It looks literally like a nipple and it has little holes on the end, and you just put it over, you know, your nipple like this. It's flat, and then it's like a little, basically like a nipple. And when you breastfeed, he latches onto the whole thing, and the more he sucks, the more the little rubber thing makes like a pump. It makes your nipple stretch out. But then when you're done feeding, your nipple goes back down. So that's why I'm like, whenever he gets mad and he goes, and even though he's only pulling like the shield and my nipple, it still hurts. I know a girl that breastfed her 4-year-old still when she had 2 other kids as well. I don't know. I thought it was really weird. What the fuck? Weird, but I guess it helps with. And the sickness of the. I get that, but I think that's. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like, I just wouldn't. Like I said, I don't see myself breastfeeding past 1 or even 1.5 is pushing it. Much less 3 or 4 years old. That's, dude, at that point, your kid's already gonna go to daycare. And you're still breastfeeding? I don't know. To me, that's too much. Melissa, no quinceañera. No se portó bien. We actually went and got a dress for her. I put a down payment, like a deposit, when we went to Juarez. But there was just a lot going on, and she also agrees too that she did not deserve one. So no quince. But like I said, we are hopefully, you know, we're working towards her having a sweet 16. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Hi, Maxine. You guys, make sure you guys go add Titi on Facebook so you could keep an eye on her for me. They were so entertaining, and I would always laugh. And she would change my day for the better. Aww. I remember when my kids were all smaller, it was a madhouse when I was live. I was either changing a diaper, or Serenity and Junior were fighting, or it was always something. Thank you, Maxine. I used to have my granddaughters watch her. Really? It's a lot of work. I'm the last one to eat because I constantly have to feed. No, it was in where it was. Yeah, it was right there. I didn't look anywhere else because since I found that one, I just figured that was it. Because it says it still has 60. Sorry, we're talking about his inhaler. Michael has really bad asthma. I don't know. Stop and register if sometimes I don't go pay for like 2 to 3 hours just because I'm feeding is a lot of work, but I give breastfeeding mommy a huge applause. Yes, that's crazy. That's what I was gonna say, because whenever I wasn't like doing the formula, I was always stressed out because he always wants to be eating, and I was like, my body was just not I feel like it's weird because when you research breastfeeding, even the doctor will tell you, like, the more you pump or the more you breastfeed, the more your body is indicated to make more milk, right? But my body wasn't working like that. It currently still doesn't work like that. I feel like when I have to pump or breastfeed every 2 hours, it's not giving my body enough time to reload. But then again, it could be because I'm not drinking enough fluids and stuff. Like, I drink these. I drink these because it has the coconut water in it. I drink oatmeal. Like, I make oatmeal in the mornings, or I drink oatmeals. I make it like a shake oatmeal. What else? I drink milk. Every night I drink a full glass of milk. I drink water. And I'm still nothing. And then sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm done. I guess I'm just going to stop. Whenever that happens, the next day in the morning, boom, all of a sudden I have more than 8 ounces of milk coming out of my boob, 4 and 4, which is more than what I normally get. So I'm just like, I guess I'm not going to quit because now I'm getting a lot of milk. But then I see other girls that be freaking filling up freezers with little baggies full of milk. And I'm like, how do they do that? Like, what the hell? I want to be able to do that. And yeah. But that's awesome because it's a lot of work. Like I said, I've been cheating a little bit with the formula, but I have to. I don't have Instagram anymore. No, here on Facebook, it's Serenity Garcia. Thank you, Juanita. He was so wonderful. Him and his curls. I don't know if I'm going to let Michael doesn't want to, but I kind of want to let the babies, Zeki's, I want to let his hair grow too, but Michael doesn't want to do it. Yes, the more you feed, the more produce milk, but that doesn't happen with me. I'm serious. There was a time that I was legit doing it every 2 hours. And after like the 3rd time of pumping, so 6 hours passed by, I would pump and I wouldn't get nothing. Like, I literally would not get nothing. So I don't think it works for me. Leave it? Okay, I'm going to leave it. Sorry, I'm behind on the comments. Have you seen the people that go to the eye doctor and they have 4 or 5 contacts? Yes, I've never seen it, but I've heard about it. When I fall asleep, you guys, my eyes burn so bad. Very pretty. Leave it. It's beautiful. Thank you. So I'm gonna leave it then. But see the difference how opened it looks? Because I did it. I only glued 5 together, and then the rest are individual. I think this one's beautiful. So I'm just gonna make sure it's really pushed in. But there it is. Okay, I'm gonna add one more right here, only because it's bothering me right there that it doesn't have one. Only one right here, and then I'm done. So whenever you make it, when you look at it like this, you'll be able to tell where it's missing. So like, I feel like right here, it's missing at least one. Was that not the right one or what?
No.
You looked in your pants?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jaden with anything. How about, you know what? How about, remember my diaper bag, the first one? The backpack that we were going to take to the pool?
Yeah.
Did you check in there?
That one for Tom's sister.
The backpack?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so it wasn't in there? Because I figured like when we went swimming. Maybe in the on the floor?
I'll double check that.
Huh?
I'll double check it.
He can't find his... He's gonna start freaking out and have anxiety, watch. He can't find his inhaler. We found one, but he's saying that's an old one. So he's freaking out. I am trying to see how I can get off the breast. It is so hard. Try doing like a little bit of formula. Like start off with 2 ounces and just start doing that, because it will be very heavy on the stomach as well. But I mean, not even formula, regular milk. It was in there. Yeah, see, I didn't look for it because I thought that was it, because I had so much. But because you could give her already regular milk, so I would just try doing that, or make it like flavorful, chocolate, strawberry. But start off with a little bit and see if that helps. Okay, once you do this and you're all done, then you do the leaves. Yeah, oh shit, that scared me. You just do the leaves. I found these ones on Amazon, and I have different ones, but this one came with a grip and they don't look bad. I found these ones at Michael's, and I was just gonna take these off, but I don't like how they look because they don't really look too realistic. So these are the ones that I use now. So I just grab one. Okay, and then you're gonna cut it in the middle. You work tomorrow?
No.
You want me to go?
What?
You want me to go?
What?
With you to take it?
To take your car?
Yeah, because Nate said he was gonna go. He's gonna go either way. That's why because if not, I'll tell him, and it'll just be us. 3, okay. You're gonna need the green tape for this, okay? So what I do is I put glue on here, but first you kind of want to see where you want to put it. I like to put it as close as I can underneath, right underneath this, so that way you can hide the bottom part. Because see how like on the bottom you can see how you glued it, and you could see the end of the whole thing. So I like to hide that, the bottom part, with the leaves. I mean, it's impossible. There's no way for it not to show that because you glue it like that, right? So I grab this and then I put it where I think it's gonna look nice, right? And how high I want it to be, like that. My leaves are a little wrinkled. So like this. And then since I'm gonna do it right there, then I'm gonna put glue on the stick like that, right there. You add a line of glue. This is where you kind of have to hurry. Then you get the leaf. You're gonna put it there, right? Like that. Shit, you see it? And then you get this and you put a little bit of more glue. And you're gonna wrap it. You're gonna wrap it with this. you're gonna wrap it all the way down like that, and then cut it. Okay, cut it. The reason why I do it like this, and I learned how to do this on my own, is because if you just glue it like that on the stick and you don't put anything else, for one, you're going to be able to see the glue and you're going to be able to see how it's just sticking to the stick. But when you do it like this and then you wrap it with this green stuff, it basically hides it, see? Instead of it just looking like that. Instead of it looking like that on the outside of the stick, that hides it. See that? Okay, so you could add as many leaves as you want. So I do these right here, and then I'm gonna add the other 3 on the opposite side. You could do it right underneath as well, or you could go a little bit lower if you like. And then do it right there. Like that. And then glue it, or you could go lower to make it look more realistic. I like to do it, like I said, right underneath so it can hide how it looks underneath there. So I like to do it on this side. Since I have it here, now I'm gonna go to this side. It's all what you wanna do. I just prefer it like this because I feel like it hides underneath what it looks like. Then you get this, and then again, you're gonna wrap it. Is Jaden asleep?
Yeah.
Can you turn that off? It keeps repeating itself.
Yeah.
Okay, and then tighten it, you guys. Make sure you tighten it. Another thing that I learned about this stuff right here, which I didn't know, is a lot of you guys told me whenever you stretch out the ribbon, when you're pulling it and strapping it like this, whenever you pull hard, you guys, it actually gets sticky and then you don't need glue. But when I first started using it, it wouldn't do that. It just made my fingers sticky.
Are you still using the extension cord?
Yeah, for the glue gun.
Okay.
But I'm already done, actually. I'm literally gluing this last piece. Cut it. Cut the little strap and glue it. But I'm telling you, besides the fact that it hides the stem and it's not just showing the stem like that, it also secures the leaves even more. So it does, you know for a fact that they're not gonna unglue and fall to the ground because it's all underneath that little strap. If any of the glue comes out, let it dry. See, like this glue right here? Do you guys see that? Because you know when you're strapping it around this, remember I told you sometimes the glue bleeds through. Once it dries, you just go and peel it off. So like, kind of like rub it back and forth with your finger and it will remove all the glue. This part I gotta glue a little better. It's late, you guys. It's 2. Watch, he's gonna get up. You know what is weird? That sometimes, I mean, it's not weird because a lot of you moms that breastfeed, then you know this happens, but isn't it crazy how sometimes when your babies cry, your boobs hurt? Isn't that strange? I'm just peeling that glue off. Porque no se vea feo. So it don't look ugly. It's all quiet now. It's because Jaden likes to watch reels on YouTube. And when he falls asleep, it keeps playing and playing and playing and playing. So I might turn off the TV. There you go. You don't have to do as many leaves if you don't want. I just like to add them. I like to add them because then it hides the bottom of it, see? And then see how it's nicely strapped in there? There's some patterns on Etsy. Oh, for the butterfly one? For the butterfly one? He's not awake, but I can show him to you. He's gonna wake up now, though. Like I said, he wakes up at 2. But either way, I finished. Let me show you guys over here with the bright light on. So you can see, and then I'll show you baby, because then I'm going to get off, you guys, because I have to pump. I love watching your lives. You are so talented. Dolores, thank you. I try to keep you guys entertained and not do the same bull crap every time I go live. I will send pics on this page after live. Thank you. The more we eat, the more breast milk we produce. I believe that. And I've been not really eating as I should. I do admit that. That's why I'm like, well, how am I going to make milk if I'm not eating? Sip a beer and eat a piece of chocolate. I heard the beer thing too. I'm going to try that. Our friend made a new account again. Otra vez. I haven't, Isabel. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up. Thank you, Maxine. You are so talented, and you go all the way out with your supply. That's fine. Thank you. He found it, you guys. He found the inhaler. I tried, but I don't like bottles. Laugh aloud. All she knows is a breast. She loves your boobies. You are so talented, amiga. I love it. Thank you, Maxine. What's the name, you guys? Thank you, Patsy. Juanita, yes, I'll definitely let you know. He found it, though. He found it. Yes, I got the leaves on Amazon. I can actually give you, I don't know if on my, if it's on, like, in my, what is it, on my, what is it called? Previously purchased on Amazon, if I can actually pull it up and show you the leaves. Faraz? Hi. Go back and read comments when you can. I'm trying to read them, but I don't see mi amiga la mosca. This guy right here, don't ignore him. The one with the bird. He's very dedicated. He is always on he shows me so much love. I just let him be. You guys don't mind him. I'm going to call it a night. I got to get up early tomorrow. My daughter has it. Have a good night, girlie. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yes, on Etsy and Hobby Lobby website. Okay. By the way, your roses are badass. I love them. Thank you. Let me show you really fast. And let me flip it. Oh. Sorry, it gets all... See, and then look at the bottom. With that, when you wrap it, it just secures the leaves better and it makes it look clean. But isn't this cute? I gotta go spread them out a little bit. Good night, Patsy. I don't mind. I can give him some for spares. Thank you. I'll definitely let him know. Let me show you guys the baby. I think he's gonna wake up. He's in the swing. He loves his swing. So shout out to Irene because she gifted it to him. But look at my chunky monkey. Oh my God, I can't zoom in. Chunky monkey. I think I'm gonna take off the band-aids now. I just didn't want to mess with him yesterday. I felt so bad. So I'm gonna take them off. And then you know how the stickiness too? Oh, he's all stretching. He's gonna get up now. I'm gonna pump before he gets up though. Yeah, he's gonna get up now. It looks... Thank you. So if you guys have any questions on how to make these or anything like that, let me know. I'm more than happy to help you guys. Just message me. And then we did end up with extra petals. And I do have another blue bandana, so I'll probably make another one. But besides that, you guys, that's it. I am working on my ghost face for Halloween as well, because I'm blinking it out, see? So I'm working on that as well, but I'm going to go because honestly, I prefer to have milk pumped already, so that way I don't have to give him formula. But then after this, I'm going to try to breastfeed for the rest of the night, but then I don't know if he didn't want it earlier at all. And even Serenity thinks the same thing, that most likely he's just mad because it's not coming out. Oh, it's not coming out of my boob as fast as a bottle. I haven't gotten ready or anything. I ordered myself some new extensions because, as you guys saw, I bleached the bottom of my hair on this side to finish my hair. But I was trying to bleach my extensions and it was just damaging them so much. And these extensions are actually still very, very new. So instead of doing that, I went ahead and ordered myself the same brand, the same everything, human extensions, but I got them blonde. So that way, whenever they get it here, then I could just dye the one strips that I need. I could dye half of it black. Instead of bleaching it, it'll just be easier to dye half of it black. And then my hair will be all complete finally, and I can style it, and it's gonna look really cool. I got inspo from this one girl I don't even know who she is, but it's on Pinterest. And that's how she has her hair. She has like how I have my blonde right here on this side. And on this side, she has the blonde like that. But it looks so cool. Right now you can't really see it because this is my actual hair. And it's not as long as my extension, but it'll be a big old long strip. And since I'm getting the other ones, then I'll be able to take off this extension, this blonde one, and use one of the other ones, which is long as well. But I'm waiting for them to get here. I think they'll be here hopefully this week. I'm gonna take these off though. Sweet dreams, baby girl. I will see you guys later, because like I said, and the craziest thing, you guys, is like the pump that I normally use. I gotta put all these bottles in the machine. But normally, like, I use these pumps right here, the Mom Cozy, which I do have a code with them, you guys. They gave me a code, but I don't know how to figure out the freaking account, like the website. I don't know how to figure it out, which I need to, so I can give you guys my discount code. But I get more milk out of doing it manually than the pump. And I feel like the pump just doesn't suck as hard, like it doesn't suction as hard as this, so I don't get as much milk. But Melissa, have a good night, baby girl. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me. Well, good night, everyone. See you on the next live stream. Don't forget to send me the picture of the butterfly bandanas. But yeah, I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure to go and follow my daughter on Facebook so you guys could keep an eye on her for me. Thank you. She's probably like, no. But I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Thank you for everybody that shows my family and my babies and me love. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Bye.